Welcome back to Coast with Joanne. We are on episode 8, and we find ourselves here in the windy season in San Juan del Sur. But today we'll take a look at how the neighborhood kids are embracing pickleball. We will take a very huge trip down the Rio San Juan. We'll look at the annatto tree where we get Achiote from. And we'll also look at the Cassita and the insulation I put in the ceiling. So come along. This beautiful flower is part of the amato tree. The amato tree creates these bristly pods that have paprika inside of them. This paprika is found all over Nicaragua and is used in a lot of different Nicaraguan cooking. It is called achiote. This is what the pods look like on the inside. I found this lady on YouTube who makes grilled chicken with achiote. And also this lady who makes steamed chicken with achiote. Today's journey is a whopper. We are going to travel over 500 kilometers. We are going to go both by vehicle and by kayak. Come along. Leaving from San Juan del Sur, we travel all the way around Lake Nicaragua and come to the other side to San Carlos. San Carlos is at a very strategic point between Lake Nicaragua and the beginning of Rio San Juan. After ditching the vehicles, we got into some kayaks and we started on our journey down this slow, meandering river. So we didn't think about easing ourselves into this journey. We traveled over 36 kilometers on the first day. We got to the hotel that sits right on the river, and I could barely get out of the kayak. My legs were so cramped, and I was in so much pain. My upper body, my arms from paddling so much, were in agony. And this is where we stayed the first night. It was very comfortable, and they had a lot of rum, which I really needed after that first paddle. It is called Hotel Sabalos. The town is called Boca de Sabalos, which Sabalos in English means tarpon. Tarpon are those huge river fish, and people go to this spot to fish for tarpon. The next day, we traveled a short 17 kilometers to El Castillo. As the name tells you, it is a community that is built around a fortress or a castle that was built in 1675, and it was to protect the communities from pirates. One can take a really cool walk through the fortress, and there is a museum there as well. And there's a lot of very beautiful vista points on the top of the fortress. On this day, we ditched the red kayak and we jumped into this big canoe with the tour guide and we started paddling. These paddles were wooden and heavy, and oh my goodness, it was a lot of work. We took a walk through a protected forest with this gentleman who is the head of Ardea Tours out of El Castillo. And this tour was fabulous. We saw some amazing little animals and a lot of flora and fauna. A couple of highlights for me is we were able to see two poison dart frogs like this one. This one is called the blue jean frog. And this is also a venomous frog. The indigenous people used to put their venom on the end of spears or arrows so that it would incapacitate their enemies. This guy was great. He was always on the lookout, always on his toes, and showing us whatever he saw. After an amazing walk through the wilderness, we had a most fantastic barbecue along the river. And then we paddled to this little bamboo island that was the result of this steamer that had been coming up the Rio San Juan in the 1930s. It belonged to Theodore Roosevelt, and it got stuck on the way up to Lake Nicaragua. And here it still sits, and a bunch of bamboo has grown up around it. I really love this little island. It was just bamboo everywhere with little trails. We cooked dinner there. We told stories. We slept in hammocks with mosquito netting over us. And to me, it was like perfect camping. The next day, we paddled for an excess of 20 kilometers. We stopped and played in a waterfall, and we slept on somebody's front porch. We just hung our hammocks on somebody's front porch that the guide knew, and that's where we spent the evening. Now, this day was a monster. We paddled almost 69 kilometers. It was super hard. And by this point, we were all just wanting a good shower. We were wanting a good sleep. Everybody was a little bit cranky. We probably pushed it a little too hard on this day. On the sixth day, we were starting to see infrastructure that told us we were coming towards the ocean. The foliage changed a little bit, and we were all very excited to sleep in a hotel. At the end of the river, we reached the Caribbean Sea. It was so amazing. There is a little community there which goes by several different names. It goes by Greytown and San Juan del Norte. Very nice infrastructure in this town, but it is a very small town. Very, very small, but very organized and very clean. This man took us on a tour of a graveyard. It was amazing how far back the tombstones went, and with a lot of British names on them because this area was settled by the British. Pickleball San Juan del Sur is where we play for the love of the game. Every weekday we have drop-in play. It's for 90 minutes. There's a maximum of 6 people. We have a lot of giggles. We have very competitive games. So come on out and join us. Here are some of my neighbors that spend Sunday with me. We have a pickleball class between 8 and 10 every Sunday morning. And then we read stories or we color, and we often go to the beach and pick rocks to put around the pickleball court. With so much talk about the price of eggs around the world, I thought I would share what they cost in Nicaragua. Currently, they are sold for 7 Cordobas each, which equates to 27 cents Canadian or 19 cents American. Here I am at the local pulperia right across the street from my house. And you can see I always take the same carton with me. I've been using it for over 2 years. Vicenta is filling it up. She just takes that big tray, fills up my carton of eggs, and I pay her 84 Cordobas, and I'm on my way. For 1 dozen eggs, it's 84 Cordobas, which is $2.29 American or $3.29 Canadian. This week in the Cassita, I am putting insulation underneath the ceiling inside of the Cassita. The patios will have to come later. So I put this product in the Cassita. This product really works. It brings down the temperature very nicely. It also eliminates a lot of the noise from the rain, but it's not enough. I need another layer, and I will put some tiling in underneath this. But it already looks a lot better than what it did. Thank you for tuning in. That was episode number 8. We are standing at 463 subscribers, so thank you so much. And I hope to see you next week.